Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. Well, about a week or so ago, I did a part one. This is a part two. I did a part one, just some various Archie comics I had handy within reach, and those were from the 60s up through the early 2000s, and they were all the classic stuff, classic styles of Archie. And this time as more recent stuff, except for this one, this first one, which was supposed to be in that other batch, but accidentally got left out. This is The World of Archie, number 565 from 1986. And this is here, and it's the Archies Visit Expo 86 in Vancouver, Canada. Don't miss it. This cover by Dan DeCarlo, and I think he did the interior as well. Wow, we're here at Expo 86. Look at all the fabulous sights. I'm looking, and he's just looking at the girls. And it says, ooh, it's up to you to cover your bases. PCA about oral and dental health. And yeah, this whole story. This is a story by Kathleen Webb with pencils by Dan DeCarlo. And I think not all. Oh, there we go. Most of it is, of course, they're in Vancouver at International Exposition Expo 86. I don't know. Do they still even do those? Oh, the doggone. Here's the cleanup hitter. This one's another one about oral and dental health. Huh. And then on the back is an ad for Skittles. And all kinds of stuff. This is nice artwork. And then it has Archie and the Gang, The Curse of Chief Wanetka. It's about camping. A camp story. Okay, now here's the stuff I was intending to do. And these are a mixture of the old original Archie stylization and types of stories and the newer stuff. And here we have, this was from 2013, Afterlife with Archie, number 1. This is the one that really started a lot of stuff and had a big impact. This is issue 1, but this is a variant, a second printing variant. Yeah, this is how the end of the world begins. Yeah, so this is, it's when Hot Dog is hit by a car, Jughead goes to see Sabrina. He knows she's a witch, and she brings him back, but he's not right. And he bites Jughead, and then Jughead becomes a zombie. Oh, there's the witches and stuff. Oh, this stuff is so cool. And he's bitten, and then he winds up biting everyone else because when he gets zombified. And so it's the zombie end of the world. It's a story by Robert Acquer-Sacasa and artwork by Francesco Francavilla. And as almost always, lettering by Jack Morelli. And that's cool. I've read the whole thing from the library book, but I've only got, I think, this one and the Josie and the Pussycats last issue, version 1, 2. Then here we have Archie's Madhouse presents Jughead, The Hunger, number 10. And this is a different bit of Archie horror. And what year was this from? 2019. And this has, I haven't read any of these. I want to get the whole thing. When Jughead was a werewolf and have other stuff in it. Story by Frank Thierry, art by Joe Eisma, still letters by Jack Morelli. And this, and Moose is a Frankenstein monster type. And still, after Reggie, who's trying to get Midge. The hunger, oh yeah. So I don't really know much of what happens because I've not read this issue. I haven't read any of them, and I want to get the whole thing. But it sure looks and sounds good. Then we have, this is from 2019 also, I believe, Archie Forever, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, #1. And if you follow me for any length of time, you know I loves me my Sabrina. Yeah, 2019. And I've seen some other stuff here. This is a more realistic image of Sabrina. It's not quite what the next thing is, but it's close. Oh, it's really, really spooky, and I've got some of these, but not a whole lot. And it's continuing. This is what, the newer era, and it is some really nice stuff. And here we have, I think this is, that was 2019. This is 2021. Yeah, 2021. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This is by lovely cover by Hack. I forgot his first name. Hack. And this cover is an imitation or an homage to a drawing by Dan DeCarlo. The very first panel of the very first Sabrina story, done by Dan DeCarlo in, what year was it? 1962, I think. And it is a lovely rendition. I think interesting. And this is Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, #9. And I've got the trade paperback of the first part of this. And of course, this is what the TV series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was based on, which I want to see. But we don't do the it's all beautiful artwork. And it's real creepy stuff. I know some people don't, some of the more horrified type people don't care for the Archie horror, but I like it. I really like the Archie horror, as well as other horror. But a lot of this more recent stuff that I have seen, I don't care for. Then here is Sabrina the Teenage Witch Anniversary Special #1. This was from 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022. This is our classic one. It's even got TV up here with a ad, basically an ad for Riverdale when it was still fairly new. And this is also this is done by Dan Parent after a panel by Dan DeCarlo. And this has a new story, and then after some reprint stuff. Dan Parent, story and pencils. Bob Smith inks. Jack Morelli doing the lettering, and this is Celebration Vexation. And I think this is when one of the first storylines with Amber Nightstone, her rival. And here they have both Aunt Hilda and Aunt Zelda looking more in the more traditional style rather than the what they did in the 90s. They had younger and prettier. And it is only a shorter story there. And it, a story, from Sabrina #74 from 1982. This is with Sabrina shrunk down. And here's another one with little Sabrina. And from 77, color-coded. Oh, it's even got bite-sized Archies in the back. I'm not thrilled with bite-sized Archies, though. Then I like this, too, from Archie Horror. Chilling Adventures presents Jinx, Grim Fairy Tales, #1. It's a one-shot. And this Sabrina was a one-shot as well. And this has continuing, actually, kind of some ongoing sub-stories. Intro, and this is anthology here. And I've got I think I've got the trade paperback with all of these Grimm fairy tale stories. At least at that time. Oh, again, some lovely artwork. It's got some, it's horror, but it's relatively tame horror. It's not real gory, but it is very, very nicely done, and I really like the stuff. And then here we have Archie Christmas Spectacular #1. This is from was it 22 or 23? Yeah, 2023. I'm not as big a fan of the Christmas stuff as I am on the Halloween stuff. I like the Halloween stuff better. Holly G. That's the main reason I got it, because Holly G. is our artist, written by Tom DeFalco. And stuff happening. And then after that, some reprint, Christmassy reprint stuff. Still fun, but I like the Halloween-y type stuff better. Then we have All Action, Archie and Friends, one-shot #1. This is from, I think, also from 2023. Yes, and it is Archie's Super Mecha Teens. This has this little, it's a relatively short story. Written by Daniel Kibble Smith, Ryan Jambold does the art, and ever-present Jack Morelli doing the lettering. It has a slight Japanese manga touch to part of it, which makes sense. And it's just a good, fun adventure story. Then, Crisis on the Riverdale Earths. That's a parody of the, of course, of Crisis on Infinite Earths, with the Kennedy brothers doing the pencils, Bob Smith inks, and Jack Morelli on the lettering. And this is fun. It's got all kinds of varieties of Archie over the years, all happening all at once, and that's cool. Then it has, after that, a reprint. This is drawn by Rex Lindsay. It says Into the Riverdale Triangle, Part 1. Well, this has the whole storyline. Dinosaurs and stuff. They had another story with Archie and company, but this one has Archie's dad in it, as well as Mr. Lodge. That other one had that was what, Jurassic Lark, I think was the title of that story, with dinosaurs. Then we have a free comic book day, The Cursed Library Prelude, #0, and cover by Hack. Some great looking stuff. It's again Jinx, and this is 2024. This is just last year, as Madam Satan. Part of the Archie horror series, and again little bits, stories. Oh yeah, this is when we the devil comes out in Little Jinx. Woo! Look at her. And that's cool. And then we're going to finish it up with Josie and the Pussycats Anniversary Spectacular #1. This is from 2024, I believe. Yes. January, so it was just last year. #1, great cover by Dan Parrott. Holly G. Do the story and the pencils, and this is cool. Josie and the Pussycats. Jim A. Mash inks, and Jack Morelli on the lettering. And there's some really nice Holly G art. I just love Holly G. And it's just a real short little piece there. And then we're backed up with some classic Josie stories. This one goes back to the 60s. Frank Doyle, Dan DiCarlo. Some very lovely stuff. This is before it was Josie and the Pussycats. This was just Josie, and they incorporated her friends into the cast of the Pussycats. And then Pepper Smith, and only the strong survive. This was I think a new, relatively new. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is secondary characters. Josie. Oh, that's a real nice one. Then we have. Ooh, I like this one. It's printed from the Archie archives. Josie, the Ghostly Guardian. And this is cool. This is one they had from the early 70s, in conjunction with the animated series. More adventurous stuff. And I think I may have covered this. I'm not sure if I did or not. I may have been. I think it was a different ghosty story. This is cool. And I like, because I likes me some of the humorous, adventurous type stories. So that is what I've got to share with you this time for some Archie stuff of the 2000s, mostly in the 2010s. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. Do leave your comments down below. Tell me how much you love these interpretations of Archie characters, or tell me how much you hate them. Whatever the case may be. Leave your comments down below. And remember, comics, focus, are art.